And here we go. This is all Brian Adams starting with Shaun Stevens. I don't know if that's a smart idea. And Shaun Stevens running in Brian Adams' face. And Brian Adams the one bringing the fight, the pressure to Shaun Stevens. And Shaun Stevens with a quick arm drag. And look at this stomping away. And now huge somersault flip there. Now a drop kick taking down Brian Adams. And now Shaun Stevens. I'm saying this is something I did not expect to see whatsoever. Look at that. Shaun Stevens a lot smaller than Brian Adams. But with the amount of rage and anger he has, just straight up total world backbreakers. The huge man Brian Adams. Look at Michelle McCool on the outside of the ring. She was flipping out there. I don't think she thinks this is a good idea for Brian Adams to go one-on-one with Shaun Stevens. I look at him just retaliating with punches and kicks. And now Shaun Stevens, what the hell is he setting up for here? Shaun Stevens, I mean, look at this, jumping to the outside the ring. And oh, huge folding body press taking down Brian Adams. I mean, Tendanciz watching on, and Shaun Stevens is looking to just beat the hell out of Brian Adams, and he's not even worrying about the count. And oh, Stevens kicking away at Tendanciz. Tendanciz went down to help his partner, and Stevens is just a one-man wrecking crew right now. Now Stevens back inside the ring. I mean, Stevens is going to have to let cooler heads prevail. Look at him staring at Michelle McCool, but catches Brian Adams. That's a quickness right there of the former Cruiserweight champion, Shaun Stevens. Now, springboarding off the rope, huge dropkick takedown. He should probably go for the cover and make a tag right now. And oh yes, he does go for a cover. I mean, at least he is letting cooler heads prevail. At least Shaun Stevens is still trying to wrestle this matchup instead of absolutely destroying Brian Adams in a huge shoulder block. And oh, punch down, taking down Shaun Stevens. And Brian Adams watching his opponent, watching his adversary. And now, oh, huge punch to the gut. And that one made Michelle McCool happy. Now punching him right in the face. Brian Adams having Shaun Stevens exactly where he wants him, on the ground and in control. And huge standing drop kick there by Brian Adams. Look at the athleticism of that guy right there. Now Tendanciz being tagged into this matchup. Now Tendanciz looking and wrenching away at the elbow of Shaun Stevens. Now drops a knee right into the elbow. Well placed knee there. Now Stevens heading to the top rope. We saw him defeat Ricky Cash. Whoa, what am I talking about? Defeat Tony Sparks with a diving spear and MPWF medal. And oh, went for the elbow. Stevens double reversing, taking out both men. And now is he looking to beat down on Tendanciz, and I mean, this is not a smart move there. Shaun Stevens needs to make the tag to Tommy Douglas. Wait, throwing him into the corner. And will we see a double team? And yes, we do. Double team there by Douglas and Shaun Stevens. And what is this? Well, both men with a leapfrog into a dropkick. What a combination double team maneuver there by Tommy Douglas and Shaun Stevens. And now Tommy Douglas going for the cover on his opponent at SummerSlam, and Brian Adams breaks up the count. I'm saying this is the last opportunity for Tommy Douglas to have a straight wrestling matchup with Tendanciz before they're going to start using weapons. They're going to swing trash cans at each other, barbed wire baseball bats, steel chairs, mops, anything they can find in the arena. It's going to be a no-holds-barred match. They can pin on the outside of the ring, pin on the inside of the ring, pin outside and backstage, pin in the street, the bathroom, anywhere. Anything goes in this no-holds-barred matchup. I mean, I don't know if Tommy Douglas is ready to be in an anything-goes matchup. And oh, Tendanciz taking the knife-hand chop and fights back, and oh, slapping Tommy Douglas right in the face. And oh, nice judo flip there. And now tagging in Brian Adams. Brian Adams back in this matchup. And you heard last week, ladies and gentlemen, Brian Adams made a statement that he wants either the Internet Championship or the MPWF Championship. And another beautiful standing drop kick there. What a stud. Brian Adams is highly athletic. Now going for a cover. 1, 2, and oh, Shaun Stevens breaks up the count. And as I was saying before, Brian Adams made it known that he wants to be a champion, and he and Michelle McCool are going to be the king and queen of core wrestling. And I mean, Brian Adams has a huge opportunity here against Tommy Douglas, but Tommy Douglas fighting back. Tommy Douglas will not die here. And oh, punch, one straight punch there. What a right hand taking Brian Adams to the outside of the ring. Now Shaun Stevens, and oh, I thought Shaun Stevens was going to dive out, but Brian Adams stops himself there, probably thinking about it. I mean, Shaun Stevens straight to the rope. Brian Adams, oh, catches Shaun Stevens, slams him off the top rope. And now Brian Adams heading up to the top rope, and it's always scary when a man that big is on the top, but misses the elbow. And now Stevens get a waist lock, and oh, what a beautiful inverted DDT there by Shaun Stevens, and Michelle McCool is just bugging out on the apron. And now Shaun Stevens twisting that arm. What's he setting up for here? Oh no, twisting that arm again. And now wrenching at the arm and the elbow. And yes, oh, beautiful leg drop there into the elbow. Stevens, will he go for the cover? No, springboard crossbody on Brian Adams. And now Shaun Stevens has Brian Adams exactly where he wants him. Like I said, I'm extremely surprised here. I thought that Shaun Stevens was going to absolutely destroy Brian Adams. I thought we were going to see mounted fists, kicks to the face. And now Shaun Stevens, where he feels most comfortable, flying clothesline off the top rope. And I mean, Shaun Shane Stevens, just a quick dart back to MPWF Raw. He's got to be happy about his brother Lethal Mathematics, who will be challenging Richard Hawkins on MPWF Metal for the United States Championship. I mean, his brother's been highly successful since the breakup of the Rated R collaboration. And oh wait, oh, huge drop kick there, huge drop kick takedown by Shaun Shane Stevens, showing his ultimate athleticism as he takes down Brian Adams. And Brian Adams he's groggy, he's reeling, and oh, beautiful spin DDT there by Shaun Shane Stevens, a net breaker / DDT, and that could be it. And oh wait, oh, Stevens, I haven't seen this before. That's a crossface. That's a crossface. And look at him wrenching back, and Michelle McCool distracting the referee. Will Brian Adams tap out? I have not seen that before. That must be because of the frustration of what happened to Shandrella Johnson. And now Shaun Shane Stevens looking to try and get at Michelle McCool. And now Tendanciz holding Stevens. Oh, eye poke there by Brian Adams. And now Tendanciz being tagged back into this matchup. That is a crossface maneuver I have not seen Shaun Shane Stevens use before. I know. Back of that elbow again. Tendanciz loves to work at that elbow. Tendanciz loves that. I mean, Tendanciz he's got wet feet. He can't wait to pick up a trash can and smack Tommy Douglas in the head with it. And now he's on the top rope where he feels comfortable, and double axe handle takedown. And see, the fans not reacting well to that. I mean, the fans just seem to love Tendanciz, but Tendanciz is not, he's not much of a fan guy. Tendanciz more of a loner. He's more of a misunderstood guy. He's more by himself. I mean, Tendanciz wants to succeed here in the MPWF, and he wants that Internet Championship badly. He won an elbow drop takedown there by Tendanciz. Now Tendanciz telling Shaun Shane Stevens to get up. Tommy Douglas on the other side of the ring wants to get back inside this matchup. Wants to perhaps lands a Douglas bomb on Tendanciz. Now Tendanciz shoots round with a waistlock. And now, backbreaker takedown there by Tendanciz. Now back to the top rope again. I'm saying, when you jump off sheds, you jump off houses. And missing there. Shaun Shane Stevens reverses now off the top rope. And Brian Adams connecting with Shaun Shane Stevens. He's in unwanted territory at the moment, and Brian Adams taking him down. And now Tendanciz kicking Shaun Shane Stevens in the gut. Shooting around waistlock, and now back to that backbreaker again. And yes, it connects. And Tommy Douglas, there's not much he can do right now unless Shaun Shane Stevens can make the tag. And kick to the gut there by Tendanciz. And now back to a collar elbow tie-up. And will we see that brainbuster we've seen him use before? No, a stalling suplex there by Tendanciz. And now Tendanciz twisting at the arm at the elbow again. And now inverted face slam there by Tendanciz. One effective maneuver. We saw him use that multiple times against Tony Sparks. And now big time clothesline there. Huge impact there by Tendanciz. Huge impact. And now Tendanciz kicking Stevens back in the gut. And now back shoot round with a waistlock. And here we go again. Back suplex. But now Shaun Shane Stevens is back in the corner of Tommy Douglas. He just has to reach out and make the tag, but no. Tendanciz smartly drags Stevens back into the center of the ring. And now another big time clothesline. And now, ladies and gentlemen, it's going to be the spear. And Stevens could not escape. And Brian Adams knocking down Tommy Douglas. Huge spear that by Tommy Douglas, and that is it. And Tendanciz is victorious. Tommy Douglas barely even got to come into this contest. Shaun Shane Stevens trying to fight for Shandrella Johnson in this matchup, fighting in her name. And there's a stupid Jezebel, Michelle McCool, there celebrating with Tendanciz and Brian Adams. And Brian Adams just escaping. He was in the crossface, and had it not been for Michelle McCool, I am pretty sure he would have tapped out. But now Tendanciz has the momentum rolling into his matchup for the Internet Championship at MPWF SummerSlam. But ladies and gentlemen, we will be heading through a break soon with plenty more Smackdown action afterwards. So stay tuned and come in after the break.